question, how do I get better, becomes a problem when you don't get better, or you get better but by only small amounts. We'd all love to get better and get better quickly. A study by Ho in 2013 showed that the size of your arm is the strongest correlate with 200 meter and 500 meter performance. But everyone tells you not to use your arms. The two main factors that explain your performance over 200 meters and 500 meters are the size of your arm and the amount of deep breathing you do after training.
So, if I increase the size of my biceps, will I be a faster paddler? Forget biceps. If I improve epoch, will I be a faster paddler?
What happens when you paddle is that your heart rate is slow to increase and therefore slow to deliver carbohydrates and oxygen to your muscles, which leaves you with an oxygen deficit, which you pay back once you stop paddling. This excess oxygen deficit is known as epoch. To keep it simple, when your muscles contract, ATP is broken down to ADP, and then you need more ATP to allow your muscles to keep contracting. Phosphocreatine is used to resynthesize the ATP. You have about 5 to 6 seconds of supply of phosphocreatine, and this in itself must be resynthesized. Before your heart rate catches up to your work rate, this phosphocreatine must be resynthesized primarily through glycolytic pathways. Once your heart rate catches up to your work rate, this resynthesis occurs through aerobic and glycolytic anaerobic pathways. So, if you're accelerating at a fairly high work rate, you will be relying on the glycogen stored within your muscles. It would be good to store more glycogen before your heart rate catches up and is able to supply carbohydrates through the blood vessels as well, which is a slower process. So, if we can store more muscle glycogen, can we accelerate at a higher work rate until the heart rate catches up to our work rate in what is called steady state paddling?
So, if I want to improve my 200 meter and my 500 meter performance, can I improve it by increasing my epoch capacity? More wine? Sauvignon Blanc.
For this to work, we will need to target all the muscles that you use in the dragon boat stroke, which means we will need exercises that look similar to our dragon boat stroke. We've seen previously that for the early acceleration strokes, you require a lot of force, and then as you get faster, you require less force, but certainly you will complete more strokes in this range. Some people would say, why don't you just paddle hard? But the reality is, with weight training, you will hold yourself accountable to lift a certain number of weight, a certain number of reps. I've found that even the best teams will be paddling at 100% towards the end of their session and suddenly find themselves paddling faster when they can see the finish line. For your choice of exercise, you should adopt a position similar to how you would sit in the boat. This would allow you to target all the different muscles at the right strength ratios from foot to the paddle. And if you want to get an edge, you should target the muscles that fatigue first, which limit your ability to use strength repetitively with the paddle. The program intended to improve the strength for a number of strokes required in the acceleration until steady state was achieved. The result was a small improvement to performance, previously I had followed a program that improved my strength for all the reps required during paddling, albeit at a very painful and fatiguing cost.
It is excruciatingly difficult to lift that much weight that often. It seems like it's going to be a very arduous process to improve, and we're only improving in small increments. So I wonder if there's a better way to do this. Is there a way we can innovate? Can we invent something that hasn't been invented yet to improve our performance? Looks like I might have to think about this one. Tia Maria this time.